Well, so far, two animes have been really catching my attention, and I think I might as well talk about both of them right now. And I think I'll start with Rail Wars first on this one. The first episode really caught my attention, mainly because the first episode was just kind of a quick skit of the main characters going through the academy together and learning what the job requires them to do. It's basically it's a cop show. It's a cop anime show, which I'm really trying to look for right now. And given that cop shows are always popular in America, I mean, this is something I would want to see from Japan to really attempt here. And railway security is, even though it's a small thing to try and do, it's still something I would want to see. You got four characters. They went through the academy together. Pretty pretty quick intro, but very it really lays down the foundation for what you're going to be in for the show. You got Naota, who is the leader. Aoi, who is the batshit crazy girl who wants to serve justice with an iron fist. No doubt. We also have Haruko, who is pretty much the shy, intelligent girl, and Sho, who basically is there to balance out the entire group. He's another male, but they haven't really talked a lot about him very much. He's just that support guy who's trying to balance out the muscle that Aoi always provides. So far, the show actually has a couple of good episodes. I think they're trying to do a story around this bomber who's trying to get ransom for basically avoiding catastrophic disaster on the railways. But there hasn't been much going on with that. I mean, there has been a recent episode in episode 5 that made an addition about that, but none so afterwards. The show is basically a slice of life where the characters just go about their business with their job, trying to help the passengers of their daily jobs or on their daily routines. But it's really missing an element of trying to advance a very straightforward plot. Mainly it's just to add on more stuff to the characters, whom we still know nothing about. Sho is pretty much a blank slate at this point, even though he's just there to help the team. We don't know much about Haruko. She's just very smart and pretty shy as well. It's mainly focused on Naota and Aoi, who seem to get closer and closer, even though Aoi, being bullheaded as she is, she just tends to really force away the fact that she doesn't want someone helping her out or whatever, and she thinks that all males are stupid or something like that. It's one of those female characters, the ones that think they're above the perverted acts and think it's a bad thing. In some cases it is, but girl, lighten up, seriously. And is somehow the victim of every misogynistic moment that this show suddenly pops up in. I don't mind some fan service in my anime, but when episode 5 aired, my jaw dropped. There was so much fan service in every 3 minutes of the show. I counted 9 not 19 moments where it showed a body shot in a particular pose, cleavage shot, panty shot, booty shot. Oh my god, just every single time. There was a couple of wet t-shirts. I was just shocked at such a huge turnabout that they did on the show. And they even had a beach episode on episode 4. I mean, we're not even 10 episodes into the show, and you're suddenly throwing in a beach episode? God dang. I really hope that this doesn't become the angle that Railways goes to get audience attention, because that's serious bad news. I mean, it's kind of to me, it's a cheap way of getting attention or the kind of ratings that you want the show to have. I mean, it drives me nuts, believe me. I mean, I don't want something like that really tarnishing something that I actually want there to be a meaning for. But I'm holding out for some hope that Railways doesn't turn into this kind of show. We also have Aldnoah.Zero, which is a mech show, but it's also a mech show and kind of a high royalty type show. What I mean by is it has a plot where you have royalty involved in this, where okay, here's the plot point for it. Basically, Earth discovers that there are colonies on Mars, and they have been doing contact with them for some time. Later on, the princess or the ambassador's or the emperor's daughter or granddaughter, I think, goes to Earth with good tidings, ends up getting blown up for some odd reason, and it becomes an all-out war that Mars is going to pretty much destroy mankind. And all throughout this, we're following a group of characters that is still in military academy. One of them, the only guy I know, his name is Inaho. And man, is Inaho unbelievable. He is awesome. He has got to be the coolest mech pilot I've ever seen. I'll get into that a little bit more, but pretty much the plot is that war has broken out between Mars and Earth, and pretty much Earth is trying to do its best to survive, even though they are freaking outgunned and outclassed. I mean, the mechs in this show, especially from Mars, no less, look freaking awesome. I mean, good God. There was one mech that I don't know exactly how to really categorize this kind of ability, but this mech, when it's walking around, it looks like a gigantic bulking suit of armor just walking around. And when it walks into something, any matter that touches the suit instantly evaporates within it. I'm not really sure how that works, but it's pretty much he's pretty much a walking black hole. And Jesus, it was so cool watching all these different suits just fighting. And it's not just the suits that looks awesome, it's the way they fight that looks really damn cool. But what tops that off with the show is how Inaho freaking outsmarts all of these guys. He figures out how to defeat the walking black hole dude. flawlessly, and not flawlessly. They had some hurdles, but just process of elimination, figuring out how to find the guy's weak spot and pretty much stab him to death. Good God. We also had one regular mech suit who has freaking sabers, laser sabers. Very, very cool looking swordsmanship that he's got, even when people were shooting actual physical ammunition at him, and he would just slice all of them, just like all that fancy sword work, like slicing them up. Good God, that was awesome too. And Inoho outsmarted him too, not once but friggin' twice. And that second time he did it was really cool as well. Practically caught the dude as he swung his sword, and pretty much pinned him for the moment. And then when the guy tried to push him forward, Inoho tells the captain to tilt the ship, and then launches himself along with the other guy and grab it onto him, and tumbling down into the ocean, resulting in the jet fuel, the boosters that the other guy has, being exposed into the water, causing immediate evaporation, causing an explosion, killing him and destroying the suit, while Inoho escapes into an escape pod. God dang, this was cool. I mean, the combat in this show is really awesome, to say the least. And the same thing goes for the story. I'm going to go into some deep spoilers on this one. So if you want to check out the show, please do. It turns out that there are higher-ups within the Mars Empire that had killed, or supposedly killed, the princess, just for the sole reason of starting the war. Right now, I don't know. We don't know exactly why they're doing this. Probably for the sheer fun of it, or to put humans in their place or something like that. That's pretty much my guess. But it's all boiling down to an inside job, and so far this show doesn't have any dumb characters, in my opinion, right now. Of course, right now you do have some obligatory characters on there that you can see starting off their own arcs, and I would like to see them. I would like to see the end result of all the characters afterwards. But Aldnoah.Zero is a really good show, in my own opinion. It's probably one of the best mech shows that I have seen in a while, and I do like myself some Gundam shows, but the whole teenagers piloting gigantic death machines does get a little bit repetitive, but this one does it the same way, but in the end, you just enjoy the show for the sheer action and some of the classy storyline towards it. So that's all about I got. So check out Aldnoah.Zero and Rail Wars 2. I mean, I'm hoping that it'll get good afterwards. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Hope to see more people see more of these animes become freaking awesome. Like or subscribe down here if you want to see more of these videos, and I really would like some thoughts or input onto some of the other shows that are viewing on Crunchyroll. So I'll check you guys later.